Kaieteur Radio, keeping you informed.
Demerara and Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Berbice 99.5 FM. Kaieteur Radio.
Good day, welcome to your news at noon on Kaieteur Radio. I'm Kevin Smith. The environmental impact assessments for the Liza Destiny and Liza Unity FPSO vessels are clear about the production safety limits for each ship. For the Liza Destiny, the safety limit is 120,000 barrels of oil per day, and for the Liza Unity, it is 220,000 barrels of oil per day. Head of ExxonMobil Corporation, Darren Woods, recently admitted that these two vessels are operating beyond those limits. During his company's recent third quarter earnings call, he told shareholders that the ships are producing a combined average of 360,000 barrels of oil per day, and upon taking note of this accelerated production, former head of the Environmental Protection Agency, Dr. Vincent Adams, said the American oil giant is not only slaughtering the safety limits or making a mockery of it in the name of greed, but is taking advantage of the government. Meanwhile, Shadow Natural Resources Minister David Patterson has requested that any agreement signed by the government regarding the $2 billion Wales gas to energy project be laid in the National Assembly. His request was submitted on October 18th last to Parliament ahead of the November 7th sitting. According to the document, Patterson has asked Subject Minister Vikram Bharat to say whether any agreements have been inked with Esso, ExxonMobil's subsidiary and operator of the Stabroek Block, that will be pursuing the project. If the minister responds in the affirmative, Patterson has already requested that the agreement be provided for scrutiny. And moving on, ExxonMobil Corporation is hoping to tally additional oil strikes in the Stabroek Block in the fourth quarter of 2022 with new exploration wells targeting deeper sands. Making this revelation was its partner in the offshore section, S Corporation. The company said the exploration wells will be at Fish 1, Fish 2, and Advanced Fish 1. As Corporation CEO John has recently advised the market that Landfish is east of its tooth discovery made in January 2022. Additionally, it was noted that Lancet Fish is tucked close to the Liza field, about 3 miles west of the Liza 1 well to be exact, and is targeting deep sands that underlie the Liza complex. Moving on, Senior Minister within the Office of the President with responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashni Singh, on Monday witnessed the signing of a $4 million loan agreement between IDB Invest and Monish Wars Limited for the procurement of Guyana's first mobile crane for the shipping industry. IDB Invest is the private sector arm of the Inter-American Development Bank, and its aim is to advance economic development and improve lives by encouraging the growth of the private sector. It offers an array of investment opportunities and provides its clients with customized financing solutions and expert advice tailored to their specific industry and market. You're listening to Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. The time has now moved on to 12 hours 8 in Ghana. We'll take a short break and return with your news.
This is GHK Lal inviting you to join me weekdays from Monday to Friday on the National Outlook for commentary on a range of issues. Immediately after the 12 noon and 7 p.m. newscasts on Kaieteur Radio at 99.1 FM and 99.5 FM. Looking forward to you sharing in the conversation.
Welcome back. An intensive search is now underway for a 43-year-old technician of Alexander Village, Georgetown, who went missing at the Oranduke Falls during a birthday outing on Sunday. We understand that both the Guyana Police Force and members of the Guyana Defense Force have launched a search operation to find Gladstone Haynes, who disappeared after going for a swim at the Oranduke Falls in Region 8 sometime around 15 hours on Sunday. Meanwhile, Radha Sukwa, the woman who allegedly killed her 73-year-old lover back in 2018, was on Monday committed to stand trial in the High Court for the offense. Sukwa of Charity Housing Scheme was charged with manslaughter. It is alleged that on August 3, 2018, at Grant Maria's Delight, Lower Pomeroon River, Sukwa killed Dion Ryan, also known as Russian. And former Director General of the Ghana Civil Defense Commission, Lieutenant Colonel Kester Craig, will now serve as Deputy Executive Director for the Council of the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, effective from January 3, 2023. This was announced by the Chair of the Management Committee of the agency, Ambassador Elma Jean Isaac of St. Lucia, on Monday. And to wrap things up, let's tell you that this year, Guyana moved up 18 places on the Global Gender Gap Analysis after making progress in the area of gender equality. But while the PPPC government boasts of this achievement, it holds a terrible record of abuse to females. This is according to the AFC chairperson, Catherine Hughes, who recently insisted that President Ali drain his swamp even as he embarks on the laudable 1,000 Man on a Mission initiative. The AFC representative argued that some persons have tried to whitewash the recent incident with Charandas Prasad by eagerly welcoming a statement on the issue by President Ali that Prasad has agreed with him that he should return home. This, however, appears to be a slap on the wrist, she complained, since Prasad was not subjected to an investigation. Not only that, but there was no indication from the president that his conduct has rendered him unsuitable to hold a public office, she flagged. She went on to list several incidents that have occurred over the years where women were mistreated by the members of the PPP. Hughes reminded that Barry Ramsaran, while a minister of government, had allegedly threatened to slap a rights activist, while in 2007 there was another allegation where then local government minister Kelawan Lal had gun-whipped a citizen. And amid the record-shattering profits, oil and gas companies have been reporting President of the United States of America, Joe Biden, on Monday threatened to increase the tax on the oil majors' outrageous profits. President Biden's statements come days after ExxonMobil Corporation announced that its third quarter 2022 earnings were $19.7 billion, and oil companies like British oil giant Shell and others also recording big profits. The U.S. president reiterated that the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine has sent oil prices soaring, not just in America, but around the world. He explained that Exxon's profit for the third quarter of 2022 is nearly triple what the oil major made last year and the most profit made in its 152-year history. The U.S. president added that within the last 6 months, 6 of the largest oil companies have made more than $100 billion in profits. He then stated that he thinks the profits made by the oil giants are outrageous. And of course, it's, as usual, we close things off with the edition of today's Kaieteur News dedicated to being blunt. Exxon and Hess getting the best. What Guyanese getting? ExxonMobil people get Thanksgiving jams from the PPP government. Guyanese get year-round scams. Hess giving its people Christmas ham. Jadio telling Guyanese to keep calm. SBM collecting for its people piece of the Guyana's oil fat. Jadio delivering to Guyanese one and then another dead rat. And that brings us to the end of today's News at Noon. I'm Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening. Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and watch your dollar grow. Call us on 225-8